Hey, welcome back to You've Got This. Today we're going to be learning how to write a check. I know that sounds really basic. I'm going to start over, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to You've Got This, the channel dedicated to teaching you all the life skills you need to make it in this world. So today's topic is so basic, and sometimes I question, how basic should I go? But I'm remembering that maybe you are young enough that a lot of this is new to you and you haven't had the opportunity to do this, and we're going to talk about check writing today. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but I'm just going to explain because you may not have written a check, but there may be times that you do need to write a check. The most common example is when you're making a deposit on a rental house. A lot of times landlords want you to give them a check. Some people have automatic payments, but not everybody does. So there may be times when you have to write a check. And I know that you probably are doing most of your banking online and having automatic withdrawals for payments on things, but periodically you're going to have to write a check. I have to write a check for my property taxes, and there's no way I can pay it other than I have to actually go down and hand a check to them. So there may be a time when you need to write a check. So let's go over the anatomy of a check and how you fill it out. Okay, so let's see. Is this best or?
Yeah, that's fine, I think.
Okay, but I'm going to have to write, so it's going to be upside down. I just realized that the way I have to write is tilted.
No worries.
Okay, so let's look at the anatomy of a check. So this is my actual checkbook, and I blacked out a few things that are personal, but I'll tell you what they were. This is like the redacted Mueller report here. But anyway, so this is where my name, my address, and my phone number are. This is the date line where you're going to actually write in the date that you're writing this check. This line says pay to the order of, and it's a line that you're going to write who the person or the business is that is receiving this check. There's a blank box here. This is where you write in the numerals, the actual number. This bottom line here is where you write it out in word form, where you write the number in word form. Right here is the name of the bank, so I took that out. There's a little memo line, and it helps you to remember what this check was actually written for, so you can remember. And this is your signature line. Now here, I blacked out, this is called the routing number. It's a sequence of numbers, and it actually tells whoever's cashing this check which bank this check is coming from. That's what a routing number is. And then the next bunch of blacked out numbers over here is my account number. So when my bank gets this check, they can see which account they're pulling the money out from. And then this last little set of numbers always corresponds with the check number, so you know which check number you're on. So I'm going to fill this out as if I were writing a check to somebody. So let's say that today is June 9th, and it's 2019. And I'm going to write this check to my dog. Her name is San, and her last name is San Doggy. That's her last name. I'm writing her a check for $100.50. So the way you write that is you write 100, you put a decimal point, and then you put in your 50 cents. Now I'm going to spell that out in actual word form on the line below. So it says 100, and then you write the word and, and what you're saying is it's $100 and 50 cents out of 100 cents. And then I always just put a line here, and you can see that it says dollars down here, so I don't have to write in the word dollars. So whenever you write the cents, like if it was $1,000.30, the 30 cents goes over 100 because it's 30 parts out of 100 pennies. So it's 30 parts out of $1. Okay? And I'm going to say on my memo that I'm paying her back a loan she made to me. My dog lent me $100.50. And then I'm going to sign my name. Okay, so that's how you write a check. Let's talk about what you do if somebody has written a check to you. Let's pretend somebody wrote this check to me and I want to take it to my bank and deposit it. You probably already know this because you might have done this with work checks or checks that people have written to you. But if you haven't, all you do, flip the check over and you'll see it says endorse here, and there's an X and a line. And so I'm going to put my name here, and then that allows, then it becomes cash. Once you put your name on the back of a check, it's just like cash, and somebody could cash it other than you. So you need to be aware that you don't usually want to sign the back of your check until you actually get to the bank, okay? So anyway, that is how you fill out a check, and also if you're cashing a check, how you endorse the back and get cash for it or deposit it into your account. Whoops. I hope that was helpful. I know it's basic. Later on, I'm going to go through some much more advanced stuff about budgeting and finances, but hopefully that'll get you on your way. Thanks, and come back and see You've Got This next week when we put up a new video. Thanks, bye.